Allow me to revisit the top story tonight. Markets are sharply lower. Look at the bow and you'll see exactly recession fears are rattling investors' nerves one way or the other, holding around down about 1%. And I'm guessing that's where we'll head towards the close. Oil stocks have been amongst the hardest hit as crude prices tumble. It complicates the picture for US shale producers. Now, in shale, they've had to weigh price volatility against production costs. Shale, non-traditional fracking, whatever you want to call it. The break-even price for shale, US shale, is $56 a barrel. And the market hasn't cooperated often, and that risk looms for producers looking to expand as customers turned away from shale. Look at this graph. You see those sharp drops? Those sharp drops in 8, in 20, they are what frighten the shale producers, that they will be caught out. I visited a shale drilling facility in the Permian Basin in Texas in 2013. Then oil prices were $100 a barrel and shale was fueling the recovery from the last financial crisis. Chris Wright is the CEO of Liberty Energy, the second biggest fracking services company in the US. He joins me from Denver, Colorado. This is a real fear, isn't it? That they don't want to be on the wrong side of a dramatic price fall because either OPEC suddenly produces more or China opens up or whatever it might be.
Absolutely, Richard. We're in a market with volatile prices. Supply and demand are finely balanced and they move abruptly. I'm thrilled that you visited the Permian, but I would say the outlook today, the risk of a great price drop is probably lower today than it typically is.
So, since 2020, if we look at that graph, we see the production increase again. We see that along with crude prices, production does go up again. But what we're not seeing in both in rig count at the moment and in terms of production from the US, we are not seeing a remarkable increase. Why not?
Yeah, we've seen the remarkable increases in the past, and then the U.S. has flooded the world with oil and natural gas, and prices collapse. So yes, it's definitely more disciplined, more measured this time, but we're still growing U.S. oil production at nearly 1 million barrels a day, year over year. We're the dominant source of additional oil supply globally. So we're still growing, but yeah, maybe not in the drunken sailor fashion you saw a few years ago.
Can the US do more to help Europe? If so, how?
Yes, we can. And certainly Europe's bigger problem for sure is natural gas, even more than oil, it's natural gas. The US could easily, meaningfully grow our natural gas production. Our problem is the pipelines to move that gas and the export facilities, the LNG compression facilities to put that on a ship and send it over to Europe. I think the country would love to do it. But our country, as your country in Europe, have been gripped in this delusion that hydrocarbons are going to be gone soon. And so therefore, there's been opposition to building the necessary infrastructure to move this energy from where it's produced to where it's needed.
So let's talk about that, because your view is that hydrocarbons will provide the backbone of our energy requirements for the foreseeable future, decades ahead. At the same time, everybody's rushing to EVs, of course, forgetting how the electricity is produced, but that's another subject. Everybody is doing solar, and you're saying it's not realistic.
Yes. And look, I began my career, I went to MIT to work on fusion energy. I worked on solar energy. I worked on geothermal energy. So I'm not an oil and gas guy by background at all. I'm just an energy guy. But almost everything you hear about, solar and wind, we hear mostly about those, or geothermal or nuclear and all these different energy technologies. They're all in the electricity sector. All of that combined is 20% of global energy. The other 80% of global energy doesn't come via electricity. There's no solar or wind that's going to provide process heat to manufacture materials or to fly airplanes. So it's just, we chip away slowly at the energy mix, but this belief that hydrocarbons will be gone in a decade or 3 decades, there's just no possibility of that happening.
Final word, how difficult do you think this winter is going to be in terms of oil and gas? If Russia does continue to throttle Europe, as we're seeing with Nord Stream 1 today and with the shutdown tomorrow, if they do that in the middle of November at a really cold spell, even with full tanks?
Extremely difficult. It's really a crying shame to see what's going to happen. Factories will be shut down. Factories have already been shut down. People are not going to be able to reasonably afford heating their houses. That's something that happened a century ago. That's not something that should happen today. And this is really, again, the product of these bad energy policies that have been naive about the ability to just change how an energy system works. And in fact, they're also a misunderstanding of climate change, which is a real global phenomenon, but it's a slow, gradual process that we need much different technologies to really change global greenhouse gas emissions. Wind turbines and solar panels will barely move the needle. They're not the answer.
Glad to have you with us tonight, sir. Very grateful. Thank you.
Thanks, Richard.